Hello, my name is Dr. Yaya Sissoko. Today we are going to talk about Chapter 5, Demand Elasticity and Total Revenue. So what is total revenue, TR? Total revenue is defined as the amount paid by buyer and received by seller of a good. Total revenue equal to price of the good time quantity sold P time Q. For instance, if a pound 1 pound of apple equal to $5 and you buy 10 pounds of apple, then the amount that you're going to pay equal to 5 times 10, which is $50. The seller of apple will receive $50 as revenue. So what is the relationship between total revenue and price elasticity of demand? For a price increase, so if the demand is inelastic, price goes up, total revenue will increase. If demand is elastic, the increase in the price will decrease total revenue. Figure 2, display total revenue. Total revenue is the total amount paid by buyer and received as revenue by seller, and it's equal to area of the box under the demand curve, P times Q. So here the price equal to $4 and the quantities demanded is 100. So the total revenue is 4 times 100, which is going to be 400. You can see that the total revenue is this area right here. In that sense, it's a price of 4 times quantity demanded 100, which is going to be 400. Figure number 3, display how total revenue change when price changing. Panel A talk about the case of inelastic demand. So we can see that when the price is at $4, the quantity demand is 100 unit. So total revenue will be 4 times 100, which is going to be $400. That's going to be the area of the box. So when the demand curve is inelastic, so an increase of the price from $4 to $5 will lead to extra revenue from selling at higher prices is greater than the lost revenue from selling fewer units. So therefore, area A is greater than area B. So the film will make more money because of the demand is inelastic. We can see that with the increase in the price, the total revenue go to 5 times 90, which is going to be $450. So minus $400, the total revenue would increase by $50. Figure number 3 deal with how total revenue changes when price changes. Panel B. In panel B, we have the case for elastic demand. We begin with the price at $4 and the unit will be sold in the market. Total revenue will be 4 times 100 will be $400, which is equal to this box. So when the demand curve is elastic and increasing the price from $4 to $5, this will lead the extra revenue from selling, so at higher prices is less than the loss revenue from selling fewer units. So therefore, area B is greater than area A. So for instance, if the price increase to $5, quantity sold is 70 unit, 5 times 70, that's $350. So minus $400, $50, so equal to $50. So revenue will decrease by $50 because the demand curve is elastic. To summarize figure 3, when demand is inelastic, the absolute value of the elasticity is less than 1, for instance, zero point 0.5 or zero point 0.3 or zero point 0.8. So price and total revenue move in the same direction. When if price goes up, total revenue will also increase. If price goes down, total revenue will also goes down. When demand is elastic, the absolute value of the elasticity is greater than 1, for instance, 1.3 or 7 or 50. Price and total revenue move in opposite direction. If price increases, total revenue will decrease. If price decreases, total revenue will increase. If demand is unit elastic, the value of the elasticity equal to 1, total revenue remain constant when the price changes. Total revenue doesn't change when the price increase or decrease. When the demand is linear, so the slope of a linear demand will be constant, meaning it doesn't change, it's the same value. How do you compute the slope of a curve? It's a rise measured on the y-axis divided by the run measured on the x-axis. So different price elasticity. So point with low price and high demand, the demand will be inelastic. Point with high price and low quantity, the demand will be elastic. Figure number 4 display elasticity of a linear demand curve, the graph. So we can see that the demand curve right here is downward sloping, negatively slope. So the slope of a linear demand curve is constant, doesn't change, but its elasticity is not. The value of the elasticity is not constant. So for 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 high price and low demand, low quantity, the demand, the elasticity is larger than 1. So demand will be elastic on the top of the demand curve. For low price and high quantity, the elasticity is smaller than 1, is going to be inelastic. So the bottom part of the demand curve will be inelastic. From here to here, the demand will be inelastic. Right here in the middle, the unit elasticity will be, the demand will be unit elasticity. The value of the elasticity will equal to 1 right there at the middle. Figure number 4 display elasticity of the linear demand curve, the demand schedule. So we take the price times the quantity to get the total revenue. So we also compute the percentage change in the price and the percentage change in the quantity in order to figure out what type of elasticity we are dealing with. So, for instance, if the percentage change of the quantity is greater than the percentage change of the price, then so the demand would be elastic. We can see that the value of the elasticity is 13, which is greater than 1. The demand is elastic. On the other end, if the percentage change of the price is greater than the percentage change of the quantity, so the demand would be inelastic. So the value of the elasticity is equal to zero point 0.6, which is less than 1. So you can see that another way to figure out also if the demand is elastic or inelastic, you look at high price. associated with low quantity, so then the demand curve would be elastic, so the value would be greater than one. On the other hand, for 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 low price and high quantity, so the demand would be inelastic. So the value would be less than one. The value would be less than one. So on the other hand, if the percentage change of the quantity equal to the percentage change of the price, then the value of the elasticity equal to one, and this is the unit elasticity. Now let's talk about income elasticity of demand. So income elasticity of demand is defined as how much the quantity demanded of a good responds to a change in consumer income. So it's computed by taking the percentage change in quantity demanded divided by the percentage change in the income. The value of income elasticity will allow us to determine what type of goal we are talking about. For instance, for normal gold, we'll have a positive income elasticity. The value of the income elasticity will be greater than zero. Example of normal gold would be, for instance, car or steak, for instance. On the other hand, so if the value of income elasticity is smaller, then we are dealing with necessity good. So the value of the income elasticity would be between 0 and 1. So example necessity would be food, for instance. No. So if the value of the income elasticity is larger, then we're dealing with a luxury good. Example of luxury good would be, for instance, taking a vacation, in Paris, or buying a luxury car like a Mercedes Benz, for instance. So on the other hand, so if the value of the income elasticity is negative, then we are dealing with inferior good. For instance, so potato, for instance, is inferior good. The value of the income elasticity would be less than one. On the other hand, cross-price elasticity of demand is defined as how much quantity demanded of one good responds to a change in the price of another good. It's computed by taking the percentage change of in the quantity demanded of the first good divided by the percentage change in price of the second good. Substitute code are code which are used in place of one another. So you substitute codes, you can replace one code by another code. For instance, Sprite and Coca-Cola. So whenever you have a positive cross price elasticity, then the good is considered as a substitute good. So the value of the cross price elasticity will be greater than zero. For instance, if the price of Coca-Cola goes up, the demand for the substitute good, which is Sprite, will increase, and the price elasticity, cross price elasticity will be positive. On the other hand, complement goods are goods that are typically used together. If you buy one, you have to buy the second one. So when the cross price elasticity of the complement good are negative, then we say the two goods are complement. So the value of the cross price elasticity will be less than zero. For instance, if the price ticket of movie theater goes down, the demand for popcorn at the movie theater would increase. So movie theater, ticket of movie theater and demand for popcorn would be so complement good.